is the poorest country in the world?
Africa.
What is the poorest country in the world?
Africa.
Usually the perceptions come out of the news. They highlight the bad things. So like war, protests, revolution, poverty, and then they talk about how the government has control over the people in Africa need to change the government and the mindset. So they need to step up and take action.
They've told our story, but it's been wrong.
The image of Africa has been distorted around the globe, and we're using YouTube videos to help change the negative narrative one step at a time. Until Africans stand to change their story, no one else is ready to change the negative narrative about Africa. So Ambassador Vix, I'm here to help change the narrative with Mr. Professor from the United States of America. Hi, how are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing amazing. Who are you and what do you do?
My name is Dr. Kevin Grant, and I'm a professor at the university. I teach economics, finance, accounting, strategy, leadership, organizational behavior. I also do educational consulting, coaching and mentoring young people and business owners. And I love talking with people. I have a saying, coffee's on me, conversations on you. No agenda.
Coffee's on you, conversations on us.
Yes.
I like his philosophy and mindset. So I think this conversation is going to be in-depth and very educating. All right, so my name is Ambassador Vix.
Okay.
I travel across the country
Okay.
and engage, I wouldn't say interview, but engage foreigners
Yes.
on their experiences within Ghana and
Uh-huh.
any other African country. I would like to know, before coming to Africa for the very first time,
Yes.
what were some of the perceptions you had about this?
Usually the perceptions come out of the news and the media, right? So usually they highlight the bad things. So like war, protests, revolution, and then I study economics, and they talk about how Africa, the per capita income is low, poverty, and then they talk about how the government has control over the people, and it's very oppressive. So it's either the haves or the have-nots. So like the government has resources, but they're not really helping people. So there's a book out, and there's a movement that over the last 50 years that there has been aid to Africa, medical, food, money. But it hasn't made a dent in poverty and helping the people. And the reason for that is the government takes it away from the people. So if you were to land a plane with medical supplies and food, the government takes it.
Okay.
So the idea is that the people in Africa need to change the government and the mindset. So they need to step up and take action. And so rather than waiting for people to help them, they need to help themselves.
So whilst you were talking, you said that the media always propagates negativity
Yes.
about Africa.
Yeah.
And for the fact that the haves and the have-nots, that is the bourgeoisies and the proletariats. So the
Yes.
bourgeoisie kind of do things that are disincentive to the proletariat.
Yes.
Yeah. But someone like me, I would say that the Westerners
Yes.
kind of do certain things or connive with the bourgeoisie to do things that are disincentive to the
Yes.
proletariat.
Yes.
What do you think?
No, that's always true. That's true in any country. So anytime Western culture goes to other countries, they're always going to go to the haves, because that's where the money and the power and the benefits and trying to control government. Okay? They're not going to go to the have-nots because they have no money, no power. And so here's an interesting thought.
Okay.
Did you know Africa is the wealthiest country in the world?
Africa is a continent.
Or a
with 54
continent?
countries.
Okay, yeah, sorry.
Yes.
Is the wealthiest continent.
I know that indeed, yes. We are
Why
the
is it the wealthiest continent?
We have the resources in terms of the
Yes.
capital. We also have the human resources to the
Yeah.
extent that there's a huge brain drain impact on the development of
You're
Africa.
absolutely right. That's
Yes.
the reason why.
Yeah.
So now the question is, why is it the poorest per capita income in the world?
Now, am I the interviewer or he's the interviewer? But no, but I like that. We are going to have that conversation.
Coffee's on me, conversations on you
No
now.
problem. I like that. One, I'm going to say that the haves kind of are selfish.
Yes.
The haves are selfish.
Yes.
And two, in as much as we have the resources, we don't add value to those resources.
Yes.
I mean, those are the two random things. What do you think?
It's infrastructure.
Yeah.
Infrastructure, roads, bridges. So to take the resources and take them to the ports where they can put it on ships
Yeah.
and export it to other countries, you have the resources, but you don't have the infrastructure. And so because the government hasn't put money into infrastructure, so it doesn't allow you to take the resources and share it. So export, trade, and being able to transport those to other countries would make you wealthier. Does that make sense?
Yes. This is actually a discussion, not an interview. But I will also say that the people that we do sell
Right.
our resources to
Yeah.
kind of buy our resources at a cheaper price.
Yes. Yes.
That is why in Burkina Faso, Ibrahim Traore is saying that, you know what, France, we are kicking you out.
Yes.
You are going to get hold of our resources, add
Yeah.
value to them,
Yeah.
and you are going to decide who you are going to sell our resources to.
Right.
And the West are angry. The US is angry. France is angry.
What do you think the one thing that Africa needs in order to take the have-nots and make them haves and to improve the quality of life and the well-being of everybody in Africa? What's the one thing that you think is important?
To me, I would say the mindset. You see, the mindset of Africans or some other Africans is that Africa is incapable of managing its own affairs.
Why are they incapable?
We have kind of been brainwashed that we
Okay.
don't deem fit to do things on our own.
Okay.
So till now, we think that unless a white person comes to help us do our own things,
Yes.
we should change our mindset that we can be able to do it.
Okay. Gary, I'm here teaching leadership seminars and how to become a leader and how to become a better leader. Okay? So here is the question. There's two questions. The first question is, how do you define reality? So once you define reality, okay, why do we say that? The first thing you do is define reality. Why is that important?
I mean, we are living in reality. So anything that you do, you're supposed to connect with reality. Yeah, you don't
Okay.
think about abstract things, and you
Okay.
want that abstract thing to connect with reality.
Okay.
You think about things that are of reality, and you connect them to reality.
Okay. So the reason for that is you said it. It's the mindset.
Yeah.
So my mindset, reality is Africa needs to improve. Africa could be prosperous. Africa needs a movement. Africa, and it goes on, right? Because if you don't define reality, you're paralyzed. So you stay in that mindset so you can't move forward because you're comfortable. It's okay for me to make less than $1 a year. I mean, a day. It's okay to live the life that people see on TV and stuff. But if you say reality is I'm in poverty, I want to improve my life, and the key to getting out is education. Education opens doors to opportunities. So I believe in education. The more education, it opens up the door. You walk through the door, your quality of life improves. Okay? So if I can define reality, this is what it is, this is what it looks like, then I can say thank you because now I can move forward and create the future. Does that make sense?
Yes, of course.
And so the challenge for leaders, for that the way I see it, it could be Africa, it could be India, the US, it could be anywhere,
Yeah.
is define your reality. And once you define reality, you don't avoid it. People avoid it because they're uncomfortable, right? And when you're in comfort, when you're comfortable, you're not growing, you're not prospering.
It's true.
And so you stay in a state of status quo. And so instead of moving forward, you stay in that comfort zone. And the idea is I define reality. So now I go, okay, now I can move forward. That's why I say thank you.
Okay.
Therefore, I'm not paralyzed anymore. Does that make sense?
Makes sense.
Okay.
That's a coach right there.
I'm educating him today. I'm coaching my friend.
That's a coach right there. I like that.
So hi, I'm Eva from Wales. Keep watching Viceman TV if you want to learn more about Ghana and changing the narrative and to try and get more people to visit here because it's a great place to come.
So, as an economist,
Okay.
a leadership coach,
Okay.
what do you think Africa needs?
As an economist?
Yes. What do you think Africa should do or Africa needs to develop like the global north?
Okay, let me give you a story. So, my wife and I started a nonprofit in Uganda. So, the people we reach are women and children. So, northern Uganda, Joseph Kony came in and destroyed northern Uganda. So, women are in prostitution because they have no money. So, they need to eat, they have kids. So, prostitution gives them money. The kids are orphans. Okay, so a woman gets married, has 2 kids, let's say, and then the husband leaves her. So now the woman has no money, no food. So she needs that. So she leaves her kids and finds another husband who has money and can feed her. Does that make sense?
That makes sense.
So we reach women and orphans off the street and we feed them.
Okay.
Like yesterday, we fed 200 orphans.
Wow.
And then we feed women. So
Uganda or Ghana?
Uganda, and it's Gulu, Uganda, Northern Africa. And so what we do is women and children come to our building every day. It's a refuge.
Okay.
And we train them, we evangelize them, we give them better quality of life. This is what I found out. A handout is saying you need food, you need shelter, you need help. So I give you money as a handout. But then the first thing you do is you go, thank you. I appreciate it. And that's what people do. They come in, they give medical supplies, they help people, and everybody goes, thank you. While the person expects it, right? I expect that. You did it last time, I expect it again. And then they move to entitlement. You owe that to me.
It's true.
And then they work towards dependency. Now I depend on you. So we're changing that. Instead of a handout, we're doing hand up. So I will give you money to go to college. And if you go to college, become a doctor, become a culinary, whatever, now you've had an education, you can go out and work and you can change the world. But you have to help other people. Someone helped you, now you have to help other people. That's a hand up. Yeah. We've helped women. We got sewing machines. Wow. And women are now sewing. So now they can go into the market and take their clothes or whatever. They did crochet. We taught them how to crochet. My wife took the crochet back to the United States and sold it. Okay. Then she takes the money and gives it back to the women. So what you do is you help them for like 6 months. You train them. Okay. Now they know how to crochet. Now they know how to sew. Now they can go in the market and now they can start entrepreneurship, start their own business and make money. And then all of a sudden their self-worth, their confidence goes up. I can do this. So
Okay.
the answer for me is education, entrepreneurship, training, and helping people. And it's called a hand up rather than a handout.
So now people are wanting to know the source of funding.
Okay.
For example, you are helping Ugandans. I wouldn't say we fear, but we are kind of aware that people who have ulterior motive or let's say interest in other part of Africa. Yeah. So I'll hide behind you, give you the money, go and support these people. When the time comes for me to go and exploit the place, I'll come that, hey, I gave you money to do it, I'll give you money. So I'm wanting to take these resources out of Africa. Give me the chance. So if you don't give you the chance because we don't know you, that is when that kind of westernization and all those things come inside. Yeah. What is your response to that?
There's no agenda and there's no trying to do something that's going to benefit me or benefit other people. They can't do it. The money, so every dollar we raise goes directly to the people. Okay. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it makes sense. Do you think that the West should interfere in the day-to-day administration of Africa, or we should leave Africa alone for them to, run their affairs?
We should not be involved.
Okay.
We need to allow the people to make the decisions and to work through the system and change Africa.
Okay.
The rest of the world's responsibility is not to change Africa or the mindset or the thinking, because it's cultural.
Okay.
So you can't impose culture on another culture. Let me give you an example.
Okay.
They went to a village, and the village met every night for storytelling. So the older men would share stories, and so the kids would hear it, and they would learn about the history of the village in Africa. So one day, someone said they need to see the rest of the world. They need to see TV. So they put TVs in every hut, and they had a generator. So at night, they would go in their hut and watch TV. So no more stories, no more community, no more getting together. Crime went up, jealousy went up, divisiveness went up, everything went up, because the TV changed their culture.
Yes.
So my ideology, my philosophy is, our job is not to change the culture. We're not here to change culture, nor should anyone else try to change the culture. Your culture is, there's an integration of rituals, guidelines, history, and all kinds of things that you guys have embraced. Our job is not to change that. Our job is to influence you so you can say, I want to step up. I get educated. I had 2 students in my class from Africa, Nigeria, and they worked in the banking system, and they were in my class.
Wow.
So we were talking one night on this subject, and both of them said, I said, what are you going to do with your degree? And he's high in government. He goes, when I go back, I'm going to change the government. I go, how are you going to change all this? He goes, one person at a time. And he said, my goal and my dream is to go back to Africa. We need to change the mindset in Africa. And I said, that's exactly right. We will give you the guidelines and the principles, economics, money, banking, and all that.
Yeah.
But now he can take the theory and the ideas and go back, and he can change the culture. I can't, but he can.
Now, the question that I'm wanting to ask you is, when one person comes wanting to change the mindset of Africans, then, I don't know, any dubious means, whether through coup or maybe election, the person becomes president and start to change the mindset of the people. It is the same West that will be financing other groups to overthrow that government.
Yeah, yes.
So the West that are saying that we are in Africa just to help Africa develop, for centuries, Africa is still not a developed world. But still, the West is still propagating that we are here to help Africans.
Yeah.
What's your response to that?
I don't know if I want to respond to that.
Okay.
Because it gets into politics, it gets into global issues.
Yeah.
And I have ideas, but I don't want to be the expert. The other thing is, I grew up in the Middle East. You know who Sheikh Zayed is? Sheikh Zayed started the UAE. He invited our family in.
Okay.
And we changed the health of the UAE. So 7 out of 10 women and babies died at birth. So the population was dying. So we helped increase mortality. Okay, so the whole royal family was born in our hospital. So Mohammed bin Zayed was born in our hospital.
Wow.
It was on the news with Trump 3 weeks ago. As a result of that, because of the work that we did, it changed the health of the UAE.
Okay.
And so I'm writing a research paper that if you change the health of a country, then it becomes wealthier. And because of that, if you look in 1965, the wealth of the UAE was really low. Now it's one of the wealthiest countries in the world. So you can track it, all what happened, okay? So that changed everything in the UAE. Does that make sense?
Yeah, health is wealth.
Yeah, health is wealth.
Yeah.
So I guess I'm going back to the point. You stay away from the politics, but you look at the need. You come in and you know that health is going to increase wealth. So if you come in and you say, we want to help with the health and the well-being of the population, which is what we did, it improves the health and the wealth for the UAE?
There's this question that I'm wanting to ask, but then please subscribe to the channel, you comment, you like, and you share. This, I think, a few of the videos that we've talked more on, politics, economics, and all that, but
Yeah.
it's an interesting conversation.
Yeah.
You've heard of Ibrahim Traore,
Of what?
Ibrahim Traore of Burkina Faso, the current president of Burkina Faso, Ibrahim Traore.
No, I have not.
You've not.
I have not followed that, so
Okay.
I can't respond on that.
Okay, so now I'm going to present something to you that you can be able to respond to that.
Okay.
Ibrahim Traore was trained by the US military,
Okay.
came to Burkina Faso, overthrew the government, and now he is the president.
Okay.
But with what he is doing in his country, the people love him so much to the extent that they are not even wanting to go back to democracy.
Okay.
Now, the US is saying that, you know what, we are in the West. Why should you use coup to come and overthrow a government? And now you are doing good things for your country. Your people are saying that they are not happy. Meanwhile, the people are saying that they are happy. Now we are sending an army officer to come and take Ibrahim Traore down, just as it was done to Thomas Sankara and Gaddafi.
Yeah.
With some of these operation and interference from the US, whilst you are coming from there, is that really right or not right?
That's the ethical question that has been for centuries.
Yeah.
You know anything about ethics?
Yeah, I know.
Okay, ethics, there's 4 types. It's egoism. So egoism, I'm going to do it so it benefits me. As long as it benefits me, that's egoism.
Okay.
Utilitarianism is the greater good for the people. So there may be a small amount of people that don't agree, but the rest of the people agree.
Okay.
So then I just do it.
Okay.
The other one is altruism, where I'm selfless and I help other people make their life better. And then there's duty. Duty is doing the right thing at the right time for the right reasons.
Which one is the US operating on with the 4 ethics?
Well,
The
I don't know
ego-
if I want to respond because then it goes on.
No, but
Then I'll get a phone call.
I think personally, I think that the US is operating in the ego
Yeah,
because it benefits them.
it benefits them.
The resources do not belong to you.
Yes.
So why should you claim that the
Right.
resources belong to you and you're wanting to take someone out just to exploit the people?
Yeah. So that's egoism.
So do you want to talk about that?
So, okay, so there's two sides of ethics, and they
Okay.
both go together.
Okay.
The first one is conduct. So the conduct that what you're asking is conduct.
Yeah.
Okay, why did they do it? Did they do it because of ego? Did they do it for the better good of the group? Did they do it for altruistic? Or did they do it because of duty? Okay, so you look at their conduct. Why did they do it?
Yeah.
Then you look at character. Character is about honesty, courage, trust, compassion, all of that. Okay? So if, let's say, I'm just going to give you an example.
No problem.
Let's say I grow up in Africa and I have no money and my parents aren't around. I have no money, no food.
Okay.
And I join an African gang, okay? And that African gang takes me in like family, okay? And so because I'm accepted in that group, I began to act like them. So they give me a gun and they say, if you take this gun and go kill somebody, you'll be part of the gang. So let's say the boy is like 12 years old,
Okay.
and he goes and kills somebody, okay? So then we say, well, why did he do it? Why did he do it?
Yeah.
So then you've got to explain why he did it. Was it his ego? Was he doing it for the better of the group? Was he doing it for altruistic reasons, or was it his duty? I'm going to do the right thing for the right reasons. So then you try to figure out why he did it. Because people say murder's bad. You don't kill anybody. But he had a reason. So now you've got to determine why he did it. And then you look at his character.
Okay. So if I'm understanding you, now we are not trying to question the actions of the West, but the rationality as to why they do it.
The conduct.
The conduct.
What is the conduct that is being displayed of why they did it? And then you look at the character. Are they trying to help people?
Okay.
Or are they trying to benefit themselves? Are they being honest, truthful? Or are they being deceitful, manipulative, or whatever? So you look at why they did it, conduct, and then you look at their character.
I think the people that are watching will be able to tell. But taking out Thomas Sankara, Gaddafi, and all that, did the US or the West do it in a motive of altruism, utilitarian, duty of care, and egoism? Just let me know in the comments. Now you are in Africa. They already propagate a narrative about Africa. Africans are this, Africans are that. And you are the same person that told me that Africa is the richest continent in the whole world.
Yeah.
Is Africa the future?
Well, Africa can be the future. It can be the future. It depends on what Africa wants to do. So it's going to be determined by the people in the leadership of Africa. What do you want to do? So I call it alternative future. So you have to create your alternative future.
Create your reality.
So what's your reality? And once you can define what your reality, then you can move forward. So then the question is, what do you want Africa to look like? And that will answer the question, can Africa be great in the future? So I say it's up to the people in the leadership of Africa. What do you guys want to do? Not what the rest of the world wants you to be.
Okay. Well, your last words to the people watching us.
I have never been to Africa in my life. Okay, I've been in the Middle East. I've been all over Europe, some parts of Asia, and all over the world. But I've never been to Africa. So since I've come to Africa, I've realized that people are generous, they're kind, they're helpful, they want to learn, and they want to have a better life. And I think that is the human condition. I think everybody wants those things in their lives. And I see it as I travel or I'm engaging or having conversations with people. And I find that Africans all want the same thing as every human being in the rest of the world.
Every human being and the rest of the world. Thank you so much for this opportunity to educate me, educate the people out there, and also for you to also to learn something. The place where you didn't want to respond to something so that you get a call from the US government. It's okay. I mean, but we all know the answer.
Yeah.
Guys, just as you've watched the video, you're able to tell whether the already propagated narrative about Africa, that Africa is unsafe, Africa is this, is really true or not. Notify us at the comment section. My name is Ambassador Vic. See you next time in another episode. Sokoto. Mayande.
Thank you.